Back deep with Joe Taylor. And off we go from the big house. Marsh calls for the fair catch.
Is clean, his talent will shine.
Underwood on first down. Play action pass. Underwood going deep. Down the middle. And it's intercepted and dropped.
Number 15, Caleb Spann. Michigan was running a play action and a few deep crossers. The tight end was coming across the field. Spann, Zach Marshall on the deep crosser. Spann didn't bite on it, sunk underneath it. Bryce didn't see him. It was nearly an interception.
To the outside, catch made by Samaj Morgan. Pick up some. Hogan Hansen in motion. And they'll throw it to Hansen wide open and a first down for Michigan.
Oklahoma, those are two big-time playmakers.
Going with tempo on first down. Pull it out of the belly. Catch made by McCulley.
And Blake Frazier lining up at the wide tight end.
First handoff of the game, bouncing outside. Justice Haynes.
It's been their secondary that's been the weak point.
Play action. Sprint left across the middle. Another catch by McCulley.
Targets. He's such a talented wide receiver. He's wearing that coveted number 1. That's why he brought him in the transfer portals. Again, clean picture for Bryce Underwood.
2nd and 5 from Michigan. Play action again. Underwood going deep. He was looking in the
a little bit.
Underwood to pass again on 3rd and 5. Going to let his legs go to work. First down and then some. Underwood out of bounds right around the.
This unlocks an entire new dynamic for Michigan's offense. Part of the reason he was the number 1 player coming out of high school, a 5-star, was because of his athleticism. And Chip Lindsey back. And so far, I mean, that wasn't a targeted run, a called run.
Fade route, a lot of contact, and a flat.
And you see that, called a pass interference, not a holding, but you know, that's the advantage and why Chip Lindsey wants to target Donovan McCulley-Moore. He's such a big receiver.
2, Haynes in the backfield. Jumbo package. Give it to Haynes. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan. Opening statement for the Wolverines. It's in blue. Running behind that new offensive line. 2 new guards. Play action. Labus to the outside. Hammered.
First half against Oklahoma. Watch him at the top of your screen. And when he came back in that second half, there was a noticeable difference in Michigan's ability to rush the passer. Shot out of a cannon is right. Tackled by Wick Mondale.
Bringing heat again. Pass behind the intended receiver for Central Michigan. 3rd and forever. Labus back to pass. Barham with pressure. Labus lofts it up, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it to
the pocket, was just slowly collapsing. Good recoverability there by number 20, Jair Hill. It's a double move initially. It looked like he initially got beat by Langston Lewis.
Declan Dooley back to kick it away. Nearly got home. Morgan lets it bounce and then jumps on it at the 4.
Oklahoma, but now here, after one drive, you see a early prioritization of getting the ball to Donovan McCulley.
Central Michigan able to get home. Down in 10. 2nd drive for Michigan. Underwood incomplete. Looking for sprint right for Underwood. And the catch. Did he get a foot down? That foot down, gain of 21 if it counts. Yes.
That'll count. He got 2 down. 1 is good, 2 is better. Man, does that ball just zip out of Bryce's hands when he throws it? It's like a hawk sealing the edge by running back Justice Haynes to open up that 3rd down completion.
Underwood takes it. He's brought down to the back.
Season All-MAC. He's got the career and the season record for QB hurries at Central Michigan. Off those 5, 6, 7-yard runs as well.
Underwood steps up. Underwood keeps, and he's across the 35. Down in 4. Underwood going deep. He's got Morgan. Caught. Touchdown. Samaj Morgan. That's a pretty ball.
This is his 3rd ever start. Everyone's wondering how he's going to respond coming off a tough outing on the road at Oklahoma. And you talk about a pretty big.
We're hoping to get him back soon-ish and plays his national championship game.
But will be a good day when Rod Moore gets back on the field, man. It's been a long journey and rooting for him and can't wait to see him back.
See Barham creeping up on the bottom side of the formation. Handed off. Cornist met right at the 30-yard line and brought down fourth. Marshall in the backfield. First time we've seen Marshall, and he gets it on first down. Short game in his first quarter. Play action. Good blitz pickup. Underwood's going to run it past midfield across the 40. Puts his shoulder down, and he's inside the 30.
And Bryce Underwood just saw a seam and took off.
Marshall gets the carry. Now he's through the offensive line, down the sideline, and he is.
We've been waiting. It's been Justice Haynes dominating the headlines, and there it is right in front of you. True freshman Andrew Marsh. They really want to get him
down in 7. Marshall back in the backfield. Marshall gets it again, tries that right side, and tripped up. Going to throw it across the middle, and again forward. Underwood all kinds of times, sidearm and dropped by.
Bryce does really well is adjust his throwing angle, finds ways to get in that pocket, and he has so much zip when it leaves his hands. I think.
Ball's away, ball's away, ball's away.
Kick is up. It's not going to curve back in. Casa Grande, which translation, Big House, Arizona.
It took a few years of Spanish here.
Barham in the backfield again, wraps.
Tavan there up at the top of the defensive line.
To pass, Flores steps up in the pocket, dumps it down, and close to a first
position.
Play action. Barham back in the backfield, slings him down.
Barham's lined up at the end of the line of scrimmage. Teams are going to try to pull around to block him. They leave him unblocked because he's on the edge, but you just can't do that. He's too good of a player. Even when you block him with one guy, sometimes two guys isn't enough, but when you leave him unblocked off the line of scrimmage, he's just so quick.
Townsend on the carry.
Themselves.
Bottom of the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 19, and they shovel pass. Biggins on the catch. Biggins unable to break free.
When you're Central Michigan, you have to win the early downs. You got to get into 3rd and manageable, and they haven't even been close here to start the game.
Morgan wrapped up.
That's one of those records that is going to stand for forever.
Handoff goes down to 9. 4th drive of the Wolverines. Play action. Underwood going deep. He's got a man. Catch is made. Andrew Marsh.
Post route outside. Andrew Marsh there in the slot, running the corner route. But watch how this ball just floats and layers right into the hands of Andrew.
2 yards through the air last week against Oklahoma. Different story today. Underwood again back to pass. All day to the sideline. Hogan Hansen wins the jump ball.
And Bryce is just waiting. There really wasn't anything open downfield, but when you can throw a ball like that, Jeff, your tight end's always open.
Just a subtle push right there. Excellent job by Hogan Hansen hauling in that pass.
The ball placement.
Underwood design run right behind Bredesen. Underwood in, touchdown Wolverines.
They were roommates. Bryce would sit there on his iPad, go through the entire script of the day. Sometimes Max was telling me it's like 100 plays. He's like, this was not normal. But he also went on just to say his mind and just the way he carries himself at that position is completely different. Almost hard to explain.
When they were roommates in camp, Bryce would get out the whiteboard.
You get a run from Flores. Good spin move.
Just checks exactly what he was looking for at each and every play. So it's high-level stuff mentally by the clearly talented Bryce Underwood. You combine.
3rd and 1. Flores up the gun, and he is hammered and brought backwards. Going forward on 4th and inches. Flores to pass to the outside, catch, and the tackle wrapped up. They're not going to get it.
6 Brandon Hillman. He's the tone setter of this defense. He's really a throwback safety. Look at him just knock number 20 Langston Lewis back. First shot, Jeff.
Instead, they run it. Maybe a shot in a running game. Justice Haynes.
It starts with the offensive lineman. Watch the block by the left tackle, Evan Link, right here. Engaging, and then running his feet on number 14, Fernando Sanchez. You know, Evan Link was starting.
Traditional formation, Bredesen. Gonna sweep it to the outside. Marsh on the carry. Marsh in the open. Touchdown. First career score for Andrew Marsh.
Listen, we're everything. And when you're running these reverses, you need a lineman out in space. Look at number 51, Greg Crippen, out in space, doing a great job blocking the smaller number 2, Elijah Rickard, who's on the field right now. So, wonder if Central Michigan stays in tempo and doesn't sub to keep him on the sidelines.
They run it for
the M graphic at the bottom right of your screen. Central Michigan hasn't been able to test them.
Heat again. Down he goes again.
Was their best cover corner, far left, right here at the top of your screen. Didn't hesitate at all. You always got to be aware of that when a job finishing the play with the sack by Jair Hill.
First sack of the year for Hill. Labus across the middle, contested catch.
Aaron Moore said, I expect this team to play with the chip on their shoulder. They've been practicing with the chip on their shoulder all week.
Morgan runs into his own blocker, and he's down right.
Back then, there was no NIL, so.
Someone could have bought it for you. Underwood going deep. And it's going to be intercepted. He's looking for
stuff that he doesn't want to make. So just watch this. It's very similar to the first play of the game. And I talk about seeing a clean picture, a clear picture for Bryce. As he comes out here, you see that number 3, the cornerback. He's got his hips turned. He is sinking underneath that. Diaz Fernandez was able to finish the play with an interception.
Flores back at quarterback, go to the outside. Catch made by Davis, and he's cracked down.
Head coach is an emotional leader, guy the players trust. I know Biff.
3rd down and 2. Flores under pressure. Flores going to run for it. He'll pick up the 1st down.
To bring him on as effectively a consultant, and each year he proved to be more and more valuable. His role grew.
Flores right up the gut. Huge game, biggest game.
Play there. Kind of like a little G counter. They're pulling the guard play side to lead up through number 66, Matthew Neff.
Back on the cornist, who goes in motion. Flores to the outside, short hop, same day for the first time. Flores sprint left. He's going to keep it. Flores puts his head down. You see the Army influence come out of Matt Drinkle in this series. Flores going to run behind corners. Flores stays on his feet. He's inside the 35-yard. Barham on the field again from Michigan. Flores fake the run. Pass to the outside. He had a man. It was behind that way.
Yeah. Good question. That's a good question, Jeff. It's a good.
Flores to the outside. That's a good catch. Tight end, Central Michigan. Cornist is the running back. Handed off to Cornist. Runs into a wall. Stays on his feet. A penalty flag. Williams, but let's take a look. Oh, right there. Yep, 17.
Yep.
And Oetta. Fingertips right on that face mask. So it's 1st and goal for Central Michigan. Flores to the outside. Wrapped up and dropped.
DJ Metcalf right here blocking. They're trying to block him as they run the screen. Watch him. Bang, just completely takes number 20 Langston Lewis and walks him all the way back into the ball carrier's lap. Tyson Davis.
Flores to run it. Flores gets back to the goal. Called at the 9. Flores sprint right. He's going to keep it hammered at the 5-yard. And he knocks it through. Central Michigan is on.
All too much, and if you scored a touchdown, great. If you didn't, you would have forced Michigan to have to go 95, 96 plus yards.
Marsh on the return. scored the last touchdown trying to bounce it to the outside, and it'll go out of bounds at the 20.
Drive now, a minute 45 for Bryce in this Michigan offense to operate.
From the 21-yard line, Haynes gets the carry
to get the ball rolling in your 2-minute drill.
Underwood to the outside. That's a good catch by Good.
Shoulder.
Extra man coming. Underwood gets to the outside, wants to throw instead. He carries across the 40.
And here in the 2-minute drill, it's when it really gets exposed. He does not look rushed at all.
Underwood shovel pass. Haynes trying to get to the outside. He does. And he gets out of bounds.
Kind of the way this play is structured, you want to invite that pass rush upfield and then get it to your running back underneath the pass rush. So Heldman to Bryce, but Bryce bounces right back up and a nice explosive.
Into Central Michigan territory. Underwood bounces to the outside, throws, and it's batted away.
Struggle today is when he isn't seeing the safety rotation. It's important he gets his eyes on the safeties here to finish out the drive.
Goodwin on the catch, I should say.
Quarterback run if you want it.
All kinds of time. Underwood. And a drop by Morgan.
Catches that. Watch number 17 here, right at the point. Doing a great job blocking number 4, Jackson. If Samaj catches that
pass. 2nd and 10. Underwood again, feeling the heat. Goes out to his left. Puts his head down. Hit by 4 chips. 3rd and 5. Underwood. Great pass catch by McCulley. Boy, he put his foot in the ground and for Underwood. Inside the red zone. Underwood to pass again. Goodwin fighting close to the goal line.
Would it be the 10-second runoff?
Oh, they're going to go inside, score a touchdown anyway. Jordan Marshall punches it in. This has been all
Michigan. Talk about a tough opening start to the season.
Hand it off up the middle, and Barham.
There he is coming once again, blowing up the polar. Looked like number 95, Trey Pierce.
Take a look, see where this foot lands. Yep, right there. That is not. Barham's laughing. He'll laugh about it in about 5 minutes. To the outside, run it with Cornist. Sprint out to the right. Oh, he avoids one. Labus gets rid of it, completes the pass. He's going to be short of the
assist. Cole Sullivan forces Labus to pull up. You see big number Derek Moore pursuing from the backside. They didn't even block number 8, Derek Moore, because they were rolling away from him, but that's the speed and the ability to chase down the quarterback. For
crouched over on the sideline. Dooley to kick it away. Morgan calls for the fair catch. Good. Brooke, thank you so much. Underwood still out there. And they'll hand it off left side. Huge hole goes Haynes down the sideline. Justice Haynes is in the clear. Touchdown for now. 70-yard touchdown.
I've been watching 55 right there. Coming right around the edge. Gets his hands on number 6, Kalen Carroll, the defensive back. And
first down.
Times for Michigan. Underwood. Designed run. He's going to try that left side. Across the 50-yard line as a blocker.
As a blocker, yes.
You've been assisting.
Yes.
Give to Haynes again. Bounces through that first layer for a quarterback. Learning how to use his body in the run game. Haynes bounces to the outside. He'll pick up a first down. Learning how to fall the time at the quarterback position.
And it's important, right? Because to be the greatest runner, you got to stay healthy.
Haynes, man miss. Tackled on the backside. Handed off again. Marshall up the gut. Another big gain.
Yard 4. He's able to fall forward for 6 and 7 yards. That's how you get those chunk plays.
Underwood. Sideline and incomplete. Look for McCulley.
Trying to get a hitch and go on Donovan McCulley, and this is no easy task for number 8, Akeem Snell. But he did a good job staying in that hip pocket. Really a
couple years at UNC. Sprint left. Underwood hits tight end Hansen out of bounds.
Bryce is executing on those clean pitches.
Offensive line has kept him clean too. Underwood, play action pass. Underneath, Klein, his first catch of the day inside the
offense just feels so unpredictable. They're doing a little bit of everything. That time's a naked boot. You see Central Michigan bringing pressure off the edge. Those two guys were unblocked.
Down. Second down and 2. Handoff, bounce it to the outside. Second score of the day for Jordan Marshall.
Backs first, but watch Jordan Marshall doing a great job pressing the hole here, and then bang, there's the jump cut, cutting out to the outside. Having a good time, enjoying the college life.
How does that affect your Wi-Fi?
Good question.
It's my second one I've kind of stumped you on today.
Down there, and got to welcome Ohio State Buckeye Tyvis Powell into Ann Arbor. He was loving it down there.
Nice.
It really was. I mean, talk about a great way to start the day there, Jeff. And I know deep down Tyvis, even though he's an Ohio State Buckeye, I know.
Here and a tailgate here too. Third down and 11. Flores to pass. Pocket. And it's batted down. Trey Williams.
The specialty last year was Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant. Sent those guys off. Made a ton of money in the first round of last year's NFL draft. And what does Michigan do? Well, they just reload. The sights and sounds of football.
Oh, friendly fire. Morgan runs. Trying to pass Woody Hayes, most Big Ten victories all time. Underwood slings to the outside. Samaj Morgan with some space. Close to a first down. Handoff, Haynes bounces to the outside. Avoids one, avoids two. Finally brought down.
You can follow the Polars to the football. Watch your right guard right here. I believe that is number 53, Jake Guanera. Did a great job. We've seen this highlighted a few times, but get home.
Remember, he had a 70-yard touchdown run negated because of a holding call. Haynes gets it again, follows his blockers, pushes forward. And
especially trying to get those chunk runs going.
Haynes again. And he's inside the 30-yard.
Nebraska, they're playing with a ton of confidence right now. It's a huge matchup for both programs.
Marshall on the carry. Marshall left side near the 20-yard line.
On Michigan game said, man, that freshman quarterback from Michigan, pretty special, huh? But now with the running ability, it's a whole nother element and earning trust, especially with those young freshmen.
Third down and long. Hand it to Marshall. Marshall slips through across the 20-yard line. Makes this call very ball right here. Underwood to pass. Underwood gets away. He's got a lot of green. Underwood jukes. Touchdown. Boys playing with some swagger.
The analyst said, yeah, we really haven't seen a prospect like Bryce Underwood. Seriously, we put him up there with Trevor Lawrence and Andrew Luck. And I'll tell you what, the momentum and excitement has built.
I'm just envious. Labus will carry over the left side. Head to the pick 6 to the house for a hundo. Labus to pass. Labus lets it out, and it's intercepted.
This is a great job right here in the slot. This is not an easy interception. It's an outside release. The number 20, Langston Lewis, is trying to work back inside. Dotson is on that the entire way, and then does a good job of finding the ball in the air. And
Underwood. First snaps of the year for Davis. Hands it off up the middle. Haynes. In this third quarter, Bryson Cusdall is in at running back. Cusdall gets the carry, runs into his blocker, aggressive running. And order for Michigan. Handed off on the wide receiver run. That's Simpson on the carry. Simpson is out of bounds, and we're handed off again. Cusdall up the middle, getting close to the 15-yard. First and goal for the Wolverines. Kuzdal gets it again up the middle, churning, and he's...
Look at this.
They're going to go quick. Handoff, Kuzdal, he is in this time. Another touchdown for another Wolverine running back. 100 yards against Alabama, Kuzdal. Touchdown run from Michigan. 7 rushing scores in the day. Acting head coach out in Nebraska next week. Flores in trouble, gets out of it, running away, and finally brought down. Ball is out. Interception into a score. Troy Bowles poked it out. Beagle jumped on it.
Great job by Bulls pursuing there. Josiah Edmond, the first to slow him down. Good pursuit by Michigan, not giving up on it. Coming up with the fumble recovery.
Jasper Parker on his first carry of the day, upended, but he'll pick up a...
Important for a guy like Parker. Chance to earn some reps and opportunities and maybe compete for that RB3 spot.
Parker following his blockers. Puts his head down onto the 30-yard line. 110,000 people. I don't know what's around me. I'm just going to go down.
Jasper looks a little bit more comfortable out there.
In the ground game. Parker again, first down and more to the 20.
Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week looked phenomenal.
Parker again on the carry. He couldn't slip up.
It's a big upgrade for Michigan State. All of a sudden, they're becoming a dangerous football team.
Parker spins, and he's hit.
Okay.
Football team, we're just talking about Michigan State. They're vastly improved.
Parker up the middle. Parker down to the 2-yard line.
Who wins at the line of scrimmage?
Parker again knifes his way close to the goal line. Parker again. Did he get in? Signal? Yes. Touchdown. Jasper Parker, his first career touchdown run. 9 plays, all Parker.
Like wedge blocking. Watch everybody step down inside and drive their feet. Andrew Marsh didn't get a piece of the edge, but it doesn't matter if Jasper Parker.
Townsend in the backfield. Townsend on the carry. And Michigan.
And all 3 of their opening games on the road. Very tough draw.
Okay.
Labus to pass. Got hit as he threw it, and it's going to be caught. Nice play. Season gain of 19.
He was under pressure here, too. Looks like number 88. Lugard Idopei. Right in his face.
Handed off again. Townsend on the carry, and he is
getting safety for the Michigan defense.
Townsend again up the middle for a couple.
There's a standard.
Labus got hit as he threw and completed the pass.
Good head start, completely untouched, and just completely popped. The quarterback, Joe Labus. This speed, watch him right here in the middle of your screen. That's the Wink Martindale special, though. You see, he brought 5, all defensive linemen. There was 5 defensive linemen. Here's Dream.
Clean hit. Rose is in the game as a running back. Rose gets it, and he's hit behind the line.
Okay, guys.
Been able to hurt Michigan's defense at times when he's raining.
Handed off up the middle.
Or do you think I'm biased?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I'm glad you agree.
Hit as he threw it. It is up in the air and dropped.
Backers. Wink said he wants them to be bullies. Troy Bowles is the most recent bully of the Michigan defense.
Back from Michigan. Garcia hands it off up the middle in a big run. Triple header. I'll finish up in Iowa City. All eyes on Kirk Ferentz. Football. I think you're right. I don't think there's a chance. Oh, Mira hit and stuck.
To be to start his career. And it's what we saw. And the opponent is certainly tougher with how good Nebraska's been playing.
Done.
It's on Chip. Called a great game today. It's on